guys, what is up? Slappy here, playing some more Creativerse on the Project Singularly Creativerse server, and I accidentally deleted a whole bunch of footage, so we're a bit farther along in this project than the last time I recorded. Quite a bit farther along. I'm not sure quite how much I did, but a lot. I've got sort of a structure of a roof on. We're doing these big arches up to sort of a middle point. I put a beacon in the middle. I'm not 100% sure on the beacon too much, but you know what, it's there. Anyway, it's nighttime, Walden's on, he's hunting treasure chests, so I can't really skip the night, but that's not a big problem. I'm not too worried about anything, you know, destroying us too badly. But yeah, so this is in there, it's pointing to our two moons, or, you know, a planet and a moon. Whatever it happens to be. But yeah, this room's coming together pretty nicely. Yeah, I guess one of the big things I was kind of curious about is what material to put here. So there's kind of these little sections that are a step below the main pathway. And right now I have grass in them, which looks fine. The grass color is a very, you know, it's a nice green, it's very flat, but I kind of want something a bit different, you know what I mean? These things are a bit annoying. I want something a bit different here, because, you know, we're using this adobe wall, we've got the siltstone path. I really like the way this room is shaping, but I don't know what to do in these corners. I tried a, you know, water feature here, but honestly, if we have a water feature in the middle, I think that might just be too much. So I was thinking maybe little artistic things. I'm not really sure. The other big thing that I've kind of been contemplating is, you know, these panels here, but I'll show you guys those in the daylight. Just wanted to say hello. And, you know, I recorded some of the building of this, but obviously all got lost, so we're just gonna redo it, okay? Gosh. Also, at the end of this episode, I went over to see what Walden was working on, and I saw a Rockzilla, which is really cool. If you guys haven't seen, stay tuned for that. No, it was actually pretty cool, though. I've never seen one, and Walden built a really cool spotting platform. But anyway, I'm going to be right back. Alright, daytime, so I can show you guys what I'm doing. So, over here, we've got these panels that are separating sort of the back of these little hallways. You know, this is going to be to the nature side, so we want this little nature hallway. We got these panels that are sort of separating them, and I've been wondering what I want to put in them. That's not where I want that to go. I was thinking little pixel art. So this is sort of the first one I sort of semi-designed, and it doesn't look great. So there's kind of a little tree, and like the daylight was the idea. These globs of goo are crazy bright. I'm not sure what blocks to put there, though. That's like my big holdup. Probably something like plain colored, right? We could try dirt, maybe these bricks. We need something just sort of to represent nothingness, I guess. Nope. Okay, one sec. What about the blue concrete? Again, sort of the sky is going through the tree. But basically, there's these little tiny panels, sort of 2 per hallway, that I've been contemplating what to do with. And I was thinking a little pixel art of sort of what's behind it could be really neat. It doesn't even have to really be what's behind it. It could just be, you know, a little pixel art. But, you know, something like that I think is pretty neat. Like, I really like this one. And then we're going to have another one here. I might try and make, like, a little leafy or something. You know, we got these little guys. I might try and make a little thing. I'm not really sure if you guys have any ideas for these pixel art. Again, comments are great. I've also sort of been experimenting with doing something on these sides. What I'm coming to right now is I can't seem to pick blocks that I want to put with this. I guess is my big holdup at the moment. But yeah, so right now what I'm actually going to do is try and get some lighting in this place. I want it to be not very obvious that there's lighting there. So right now we're kind of putting it underneath the like water. But I was thinking, we have normal glass. There's a few other types of glass, you know, these tourmaline glasses, although they're pretty aggressive and in your face. They're a bit stained glassy. But I was thinking about trying some of these, you know, glass textures. If you guys saw my video on having a search button, this would be the time for it. But yeah, so if we put them like right here, is that super... Can I like see that very obviously? Kind of, eh? Do we have any of these adobe walls? Maybe not. So let's get some real fast. I need the canyon stone. 1 second here. So this is pretty much what I've been doing, is just bouncing back and forth, trying things out with this floor. And yeah, so right now I want to get some lighting in here. So what if I do some sort of design like this? Okay, that's not too bad, and then we hide the lighting. We could put 2 of these per side, and then do something different back here. Give me a second to try and experiment with this a little bit. So I did a little bit more here. I actually really like this. So we have sort of the adobe wall going around the whole thing. We have 3 lights in it, so it's very well lit. And then there's this center area. I was just sort of screwing around with placing blocks. And I thought we could put little sort of statues in the middle here. You know, little things, maybe even animals. I'm not really too sure, but little like artistic pieces or something, you know what I mean? Something kind of unique. I'm not sure what yet, and I don't think I'm going to figure that out anytime soon. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments, but little things here. But I actually really like this design. I think it looks a lot better than like the water or anything. So I think I'm going to mimic this over a few places. But I am going to leave this one in just in case you guys, you know, think it looks nicer or you have any ideas of what I can do. But I'm kind of liking this. It's sort of a very clean, smooth look. And I can even switch the flooring out to like something a little bit even more plain if there's like an artistic thing that should go on top of it. You know what I mean? Like if the floor is somehow part of something. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to copy this onto those 2 sides. I'm going to leave this one alone for now. And I might take a stab at doing another panel. That is done. So now all 3 look like this. It's a very clean look. I think it's very smooth. It's, you know, good lighting, and there's pretty good room to have more stuff in it, which is something I really like about it. So now we are looking over at this guy. I want it to be a bit different, but what I was thinking is maybe we can try and mimic a sunset as opposed to like something else. So what do I need? I need some orangey blocks. That could work. Let's go get a little bit of that. I think I made a bunch, so we're gonna try and kind of mimic a sunset. Where is it? There it is, and might use a piece of that. So sunsets tend to kind of spiral out from like a red sun, right? So they'd be something of that. And then maybe the orange is what we just used, right? Yeah, okay. So then we want, I think, the yellow. That doesn't look very good. That doesn't look very good at all. We need something different here. No, I don't think that really works. But if we can kind of spiral out from it, it would be sort of like this. Maybe even just finish up like that. It's alright if it's a little abstract, but that might be a little bit too abstract. Alright, something like that. This needs to be a different block for sure. Maybe the redwood wall would work. Maybe... yeah, why don't we try the redwood wall? Why don't we try the redwood wall? Redwood wall, redwood wall. It sounds like it's made of... anyway. I've sworn I had the redwood. These blocks might look alright. Those blocks might look alright as a transition. Bang, bang. Okay. Put this in there. It's getting dark again. It's getting dark again. So if we go like that. Where was the... oh, it's this color, right? I kind of mimic a sunset. Not really, I think... kind of. It kind of looks like a sunset the further you get away from it, right? A little bit? Maybe. Maybe we'll work on that a touch more, but give me just a second. You know what? I'm not actually that unhappy with it. I think it looks decent. If only there were... I feel like there should be a middle block between those two. Like, the sandstone's fine, but what about normal sand? What about the normal sand? It might actually work pretty well. Welcome to designing a very small painting. Let's try it. Let's try it. What color is this though? So that would be the lightest color, I think. That would be at the top. So we'd have something like this. And then this on top. Oh man, it is hard to place in a one wide gap when you're jumping. There we go, 3 in a row. Alright, how does that look better? This block maybe. The sand might be too light. I might have preferred the one beforehand. Let me know what you guys think of those. But right now, I'm just going to kind of sketch out the other 2 hallways so we can kind of get a little bit more of like a perception of how it's going to look a bit more rounded out. So 1 second. So a couple things since the last cut. I put on the length of the tunnels here. They're all not very long. They're not very long, but I think once like this room is built up, they'll be, you know, that'll be plenty. They don't need to be crazy long, just sort of a distance to separate, kind of just a transition zone from one area to another. And I'm really actually kind of liking the sunset the more I leave it there. So I really like these 2 panels. Not sure what the other ones are going to be. I've left them empty, but you can see I've been experimenting with blocks to go here. I want the blocks in these corners to be one back like this, just to give the room some like depth. Because these ones, you know, are going to be right up on top like that. So I want these to be sort of a solid color and just sort of in the background. Something that, you know, not to look at, just to be there, add a little depth with the wall. This is actually bedrock, tilted sideways, which I think is pretty good. It's a bit dark, perhaps, but I actually quite like it. The other one over here is limestone. And besides being a pain to go and collect more of it, I think it's a bit too much of like a pattern. You know, it looks okay with this because they're both sort of white, but I think the pattern's a little too much. The bedrock looks pretty good. I'm going to try a few more things. Stone, perhaps, could be something to try. I'm just going to try a few more materials, but the bedrock, I think, is pretty decent. I also think, because it's a little darker, it kind of makes this wall stand out a bit more, which is kind of neat. And I think in the grand scheme, that'll be kind of nice. The issue I'm running into is I might need a bit more light in here by the time a roof gets on it. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I'm going to try and get a material I really like back there and do them. Yeah, I also put sandstone here for no reason. There's going to be panels on this side as well. Maybe. This is also the kind of entrance and exit, so there might not be panels here. I'm not really sure yet. But anyway, I'm going to play with some more materials. Alright, so I got all kinds of materials up on the wall. That's peak stone, that's stone. They have the same texture, just different colors. Peak stone's darker. I actually don't mind either of those. The peak stone's pretty nice. I like it, I think, a little bit darker than this one. It's also, I think, slightly darker than the bedrock, so that's actually kind of a contender at the moment. Over here, I went a little different. I went canyon stone and sand, which isn't terrible. Something that's kind of neat about it is it kind of gave me the idea of possibly just continuing these murals into like little sections, so I could kind of continue this theme over there. That could be kind of neat, but I don't think I want to go with that. Like something like this, it would be kind of neat to have the sky continue. So that's an option, but the sand a bit too bright for me. The canyon stone actually I think has a nice contrast with the red. So that's an option. Over here, grass, no, it doesn't work. Too much green and happening in here. There's the limestone again, and then over here we got the bedrock that was here before, and the siltstone. I think there'd be way too much siltstone if all the walls had that texture, especially with the floor having it. The bedrock though, so right now I'm kind of leaning towards the peak stone, the bedrock, or the canyon. Let me know what you guys prefer in the comments. There's also the possibility of continuing these murals onto a wall, which could be really neat. But I'm kind of going to wait till I see what you guys say, because I think it'll be kind of neat. Anyway, so this, I'm kind of done building for today because it's been a lot, especially with all the mist stuff, doing the roof and whatnot. But I think this place is actually really coming together. I really am kind of liking it. I guess what I'm going to say now is it might be a while before another Creativerse episode. This is sort of the last one I have time to pre-record before I move. And I'm not sure when I'll get internet at my new place because, you know, it's the beginning of September, so it's hard to get a technician. Hopefully soon. Hopefully there won't be a noticeable delay, but if there's a lack of videos, it's because I'm moving. My apologies. But yeah, I'll be moving cities, and so it's a bit of a hassle, but hopefully I get internet pretty soon. You know how some of those companies are. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know there might be a bit of a delay, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about the wall colors. There's also, we could do like 2 different things. You know, we could have peak stone and bedrock, peak stone and bedrock. I think it would look better as one texture though. So anyway, also if there's other blocks you guys want me to try, let me know, because these are the kind of ones I had on hand and I thought might look alright. But there might be something I'm kind of overlooking. You know, Lumite walls could look amazing. I think it'd be too much purple, but anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. And also, sorry if there is a delay. Now let's go see Rockzilla and those guys. Rockzilla. Let's go see what Walden built with Rockzilla, because it's pretty cool. All right, we're over here. This is actually what I wanted to come see, not the sign. Although Walden put up these signs, it's annoying they don't connect, but I think I actually like them like that. It's kind of neat. It's not intrusive, but it tells you what's on that way. That's really neat. So anyway, yeah, we're heading this way along the path I made because I want to see this Rockzilla spawner. He tamed one, but apparently it has disappeared. I didn't know if you tamed an animal it could disappear, but we seem to be missing a Rockzilla. But 1 second here. This has bugged me for ages. Okay. Just that little bit. But apparently there's a Rockzilla spawner somewhere along this path. So we're just gonna take a little stroll. I'm really happy with this path. I've actually been like using it and I'm like, oh, I should just teleport, and then I walk it and I'm like, that took so much longer than it needed to. All right, here's the gas station. Oh, right, I was actually going to change these. So a bunch of people, I didn't forget about them. I actually was gonna come back over here, I promise you. A bunch of people liked the processor on top. Well, most people, I think. And then apparently if you shift, oh, okay, and then I don't have any numpads on me, so you can put the lever. Do I like that? Yeah, I do like that actually, but it looks a little silly once the thing goes up, but that's fine. If you're using the processor, it's not a huge deal. Do I only have 1 switch? That'd be annoying. I have no magnetite. Okay, no big deal. No big deal. I will come back with another switch at some point. Let's just take all this stuff. And now I'm just like doing stuff. All right, so awesome. Gas station looks good. The picnic tables, there was a few comments about which people preferred. I think I'm going to leave both of them. I kind of like the variation of having 2 different ones, and I think they're both actually pretty decent, so I'm not wholly concerned. This place is a little bit dark, but it looks good. Toilet looks good. But yeah, so I'm going to leave both picnic tables. I got to come back with another switch, but the gas station looks good, so I guess the spawner must be a little bit farther. Oh, I see lights going that way, so that must be it. All right. Ooh, what's this block? Sandcastle wall. I don't think I have that. Is that a premium block? That's really nice. Oh my goodness, look at this block. All right, so this, is that Rockzilla? That must be Rockzilla, right? That must be Rockzilla. All right, 1 sec. It looks like a chessboard. Let's get that screenshot. Let's get that screenshot. So this is Rockzilla. So this is the Rockzilla spawner that Walden put together. Oh, it hurts me. What hurts? Obsidian floor, coral, and seashells. So that's what you need to spawn Rockzilla. I really like this pathway, though. I like that he switches it right as it hits sand. That looks really cool. So there's a Rockzilla spawner. That's actually what I wanted to come see at the end of this episode. I guess Rockzilla has spawned on it. Walden is nowhere to be found. See what I mean? I like having little things along the pathway. We should probably build more. There's a gas station. There's a gas station. Okay, I'm trying to not fight this guy. He doesn't seem that tough, though, does he? How do I hit him? You gonna do it? Do I have to, like, go right into him? Okay, this seems to be a pretty narrow window compared to how far he can hit me. Jeez Louise. Alright, anyway, that's Rockzilla. I just wanted to see, Walden said he had built a spawner along the path. I hadn't seen it yet. That's really neat, though. Kind of looks like a checkers board. Alright, so that's about it for me today. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. They help, a lot of likes help a lot. So that's really cool. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comments if you have any suggestions for blocks or anything for the place we're building, because I'm a little bit... I guess I'm just looking for blocks that blend really nicely with the adobe wall. So if you have any suggestions for that, that would be stellar. So I'm running into a block of what looks good with this adobe wall. I really am. But anyway, yeah, leave a like, comment what you guys think, and subscribe for more Creativerse because I've been playing it a ton and I'm really having a good time. I also am putting out a video either before or after this video. There's a video out that was a few things I'd like to see added to Creativerse, which was kind of a fun video to make. And anyway, so yeah, ciao.